What's up, guys? It's your boy JMecha here, coming at you with another Penny Dreadful deck tech. This is Caw-Blade. I don't know if I want to really call it Caw-Blade. Maybe it's like Caw-Pike, or I'm very hesitant to call it that, but because it's such an iconic name and the deck is kind of based around that, I'll just call it that. So if you've never played in Scar's Zendikar standard, the scourge of that format was Squadron Hawk, Jason Mind Sculptor, and a bunch of swords and batter skulls to slowly destroy your opponent, or sometimes quickly destroy your opponent, depending on how the game went. We don't have that, obviously, in Penny Dreadful. Well, we have their complements to it. We have Welkin Hawk, and our sword, quote unquote, is Runehair's Pike. It's more like a pike bird deck, but let's just start from the top. Go with our lands first. We have 24 lands, 7 islands, 9 plains. Couple dual lands. Moorland Haunt, it's a really cool reason to be blue-white. It's a really grindy sort of card that creates creatures after your creatures have died. So you just get that everlasting value. And a couple of Evolving Wilds. Fetch lands are back with a Monkey right now. And they'll come in useful later with another card. Going to our ones. Oust and Portent. Portent's just a really cheap card. Set up your draws. Really need like cheap spells for this deck for the Pike to fuel them really quickly. So we've got Oust as kind of a removal spell. Fun thing you can do is kind of like oust them and then Portent them, make them shuffle their card. So it's like a 2-card removal combo. I chose Oust just because it's a sorcery and does fuel the Pike. There's that many great white removal spells that are like, what I want to use, like conditional. Like sometimes they have to attack with like Celestial Flare, sometimes they have to like, or like exile or something like that. The next best thing was like Crypt Swap, but I thought it was too expensive. And it leaves back a creature, so this is like the next best thing, really. Order twos, that's where the meat is here. Mostly twos. Welkin Hawk, remember that first. That's our Squadron Hawk, of course. When it dies, it gets another Welkin Hawk, puts it right in your hand, so it's kind of annoying. Squadron Hawk had different sort of capabilities. It was especially broken with like Jace. You know, you get 3 Squadron Hawks, and then you brainstorm with Jace. And you shuffle the Hawks back, and you play another Hawk, and you get them hot. I was so annoying. But this guy, it's just more of like a thing that is hard to kill. Unless you have like a Magma Spray or some sort of exile effect. But for the most part, it's the bird that keeps on calling for other birds. Invisible Stalkers are other like bird, sort of. It does have, it can't be blocked, obviously, and it has hexproof, so it's really hard to kill outside of an Edict effect or a Wrath effect. So it's our other like kind of like pipe holder of choice. Open the Armory is really the thing that kind of like brings the archetype kind of together. It searches for equipment or an aura. We do have 1 aura in the deck. It acts as other pikes, and it's an instant and sorcery, so it fuels the pike itself. Kind of just like synergistic kind of combo. Their aura in here is Spirit Loop, which is kind of a Spirit Link-esque card, except when it dies, it comes back to your hand. So it's like part Rancor, part Spirit Link. So it's hard to kill unless you kill the creature on the stack. So like it's best on a Stalker, and it's best when you're like really behind. You get behind this deck pretty easily because you don't have a lot of like slow. You have some slow interaction, but if an aggro deck comes down, it's really hard to come back. So you really need something like a lifelink effect, and there are other lifelink effects, like Butcher's Cleaver, but that's only for humans, and we have birds. So it's just a combo with the Pike. So you get the Pike first, and then you get this next, because that's where your big damage comes. Last card in the 2 slots, Memory Lapse, just kind of like a slow you down sort of card. We don't have like hard count. We do have hard counters at 2, like Negate, Essence Scatter, but those are, I'm sorry, Remove Soul. But those are just more conditional. This is kind of just like a stall card. You want to extend the game as long as you can. The longer the game goes, seems like the better your favorite in a sense. Just because you're blue and you just have like these cards that kind of like come back, like Welkin Hawk, Moorland Haunt. You have like grindier cards, so you just want to like extend the game longer. That's what Memory Lapse does. 4 drops. Our last little beater, Mirror Angel, comes with friends when you play lands, which is hence why the fetch lands are here, so you can get 2 friends or birds. Oops, and they fly, and Mirror Angel's no joke, you know, the 3/3 on their own, and the birds can also just got everlasting effect. So if they just kill the Angel, at least you probably got a bird out of it, hopefully. Fact or Fiction, we're blue. You should play Fact or Fiction, you're blue. Let's play it, it's good. Most of the time it's good. Pretty much all the time it's good. Looking at 5 cards. We need some way to, like, really get the card advantage up, so Fact or Fiction's here for. Last a little bit, Planar Outburst. I'm playing the full set. Yeah, it seems crazy, but like I said, a lot of the more aggressive decks, like Heroic or what have you, they just kind of get ahead. And you don't have, like, your blue and white, you don't have, like, a ton of, like spot removal, so you need some, like, crazy board wipe. And, I mean, this thought used to be Day Judgment in the old builds, the old Squadron Hawk builds, but we do need a board wipe. It also has the fun advantage of when you have a lot of mana, you can awaken a land, which acts as more creatures. So that's why you do have a set, because it's never really gonna die. Yeah, I've been pressing Planar Outburst. I think, like, board wipes are underused, so I think this is pretty good. Gonna be pretty good. Our sideboard is kind of a mishmash of stuff. We are kind of targeting some of the more popular decks, i.e., Mono Black and Heroic. So that's what the sideboard is mostly geared towards. Celestial Purge for the black and the random red decks that might show up, and Glare of Heresy for the random white decks that might show up. Revoke Existence. We usually the slots people usually use like Seal Cleansing. And that kind of is better in a sense, but we need instant sorcery, so this is the next best sort of white disenchant. Right! I don't know how many artifacts are actually, like... Well, no, they're like mana rocks, but they have so many in the Wildfire deck that doesn't even matter. But, you know, I'd rather have catch-alls. I would play Erase if I wanted to, but... I don't know, it's just kind of a catch-all. I probably don't even need this card, I'm not really sure. But there are, like, weird sort of, like, cards that rely on enchantments to win the game. So you kind of just need this kind of effect sometimes. Purified Grave. It's our graveyard spell. Like I said, it's an instant, so we'll fuel our pikes. Celestial Flare, just another little card for aggro decks. It's kind of hard to cast though, but we are mainly white, so it's not too. And Negate's finally for more of a spell combo. So when House is bad, Negate's probably good, like Wildfire decks or kind of like the blue-based control decks. We kind of need like some sort of like counter magic, some extra little counter magic to help out lapse a little bit. So that's a deck. I've been working on it for a little bit. I had a bunch of games on it, and by the way, I want to give a shout out to Ned Stark's dad. He was the inspiration for this deck. I'll post his link. I'll post his original deck list in the link in the description rather. But yeah, he was the first one to come to this idea. And I asked him, hey, you know, maybe can I try it out? It's like, yeah, go ahead, try it. Like, cool. So I've been working on it for a little bit. Like, he's the one that had the deck list first. I thought he had some good ideas. He's the one that thought of the Welkin Hawk, Pike kind of combo, and I kind of like tuned it up a little bit, and to my liking. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But shout out to Ned Stark's dad. Thanks for the inspiration, and we're gonna get some games right now. Let's go.